Okay, we're going to be looking at the Reverend Billy Graham's Confederate grandfather. Billy Graham's original name was William Franklin Graham, born November 7th, 1918 in Charlotte, North Carolina. Passed away February 21st, 2018 at the age of 99 at Montreat, North Carolina. We're going to play a minute 51 second clip from a 1955 broadcast from Billy Graham, and then we'll continue.
15,000 people enter Kelvin Hall in Glasgow for the first meeting of Billy Graham's All Scotland Crusade. Hundreds have waited as long as 4 hours in rain and snow to hear the message of the young American evangelist who drew such enormous crowds during his London meetings last year. Billy Graham is accompanied by members of his crusade team onto the platform. Dr. Graham opens his address to the vast assembly by speaking of his mission in Scotland.
For a long time, we have been looking forward with keen anticipation to this moment. Millions of prayers have gone to the throne of grace that God might send a spiritual awakening to Scotland and make an impact on the entire world. Never has an evangelistic mission been undertaken in an hour when the world is in such desperate need. The early church went out and they were revolutionists. And today we hear a great deal about world revolution. The communists are talking about a world revolution. And I agree that the world needs a revolution. But the kind of revolution that the world needs is a spiritual revolution, a Christian revolution, in which men and women will give their hearts and their lives to Christ and to God and to live for his kingdom.
470 people declare themselves for Christ during the meeting, the largest number ever to do so at the opening night of a Billy Graham campaign.
Okay, that's a clip from Billy Graham. We're not going to read the entire thing here of his history and everything, what he's done. We're going to skip that part and we're going to go to his father first. William Frank Graham, born in 1888, died in 1962. He was born June 30th, 1888 in North Carolina, passed away in North Carolina August 28th, 1962 at the age of 74. And we're going to be looking directly William Crook Graham, private in the 11th South Carolina Infantry, Confederate States Army, grandfather of Reverend Billy Graham. We'll read this right here. See if we can find it here. We did see it on here. At the outbreak of Civil War, entered the Confederate forces as a member of Company B, 6th South Carolina Regiment, and fought until the last gun was fired. He was wounded at the Battle of the Wilderness. Mr. Graham was a man of sterling qualities. He was a man without pretense, who lived uprightly and honorably in all his dealings. He enjoyed a wide acquaintances throughout the country, county, and his death will be deeply regretted. He was devoted to his former comrades in arms and rarely missed at a meeting at Mecklenburg Camp, Confederate veterans. He will be missed not only by them but by his community. So this is Reverend Billy Graham's grandfather, who fought in the Confederate States Army.